Silver and gold update from the shop. Thank you for watching, folks. I also have a little bit of treasure I found. How did I get 8 pounds of butter, Land O'Lakes, mind you, for less than $8 for 8 pounds? I'll show you that in the video as well, how I done that. So please like, share, and subscribe. Trying to get to 6,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Need a little bit of help there. Keep liking the video. That will help YouTube push it out more and more. Share the videos out to with your friends, your family. That will help as well. Leave a comment in the comment section. It all helps, folks. I don't care if you just tap number 55 or 6677, whatever you like to leave for numbers, that's fine. That's all a comment. That all helps. Thank you for watching. Let's just get into the video right now. Look, we're all out of silver quarters now, folks. We're out of dimes. We went through about $853 worth of silver quarters today. It was not that busy, okay? It was not that busy today. There's a lot of demand for 90% silver. $20 face here, $40 face here, $80 face here. I'll get into the women at about $200 face in a moment. But it's all gone. Gonzo. I keep saying 90% silver is going to come very useful for a bartering situation. 64 and before, folks, they're not making it no more. Yeah, people will say coin shop Chris, but it's out there. It's at my coin shop. Well, good. If it's at a decent price, pick it up then. If you're able to afford it. I'll keep saying this. But we're having a very hard time getting 90% silver in the shop. And now we're out of dimes, we're out of quarters, and we're out of 1964 Kenley halves. We do have Franklin halves, and we do have Walking halves in stock. That is all the 90% silver we have left in stock. Where it's going to come from, I don't know. We'll wait and see. We sell a lot of 90% silver. This is going to upset some of the regular customers, but it is what it is. We've warned them. I've warned on this channel, and it's going. So we're going to do the 90% silver market update tomorrow from the online bullion deals to see where everything's at this week, folks. Thank you for your support on those videos as well. Sat down with a woman today. She just cashed out. She's just over the age of cashing her retirement out, her 401k. She was asking me, you know, what should she do with the money? You know, I'm not going to say how much she has, but it's a pretty good chunk of change. I'll leave it as that. I said, well, ma'am, we're not financial advisors here. She said, well, I do understand that. She says, I just need a little bit of guidance, I would say, to push me in the right direction. Should I get more silver, more gold? So I'm asking her. I said, okay, what are your finances like? I said, do you spend a lot at the grocery store? Do you have a house payment? Do you have this? What are your bills like? Well, she says, I'm kind of frugal person. I buy stuff when it's on sale. And I'm nervous about the banks. I said, well, you got to keep some of it in the bank because you can't keep all of that at home. And I said, but you do need some silver at least, you know. I said, well, how about gold? I says, gold's okay. You know, I says, are you planning to buy your car anytime soon? I says, you got the cash to do it now. I said, let's look at the dollar collapsing. I said, put this in a scenario where it could happen, and we're trading in silver, folks. We're trading in, we're bartering with one another. I says, 90% silver is your best barter material. She's okay. I'll take some 90% silver. At that time, we had the quarters. This is where the $200 face comes in. We sold the $200 in face of 90% silver. And we didn't have any dimes, so we gave her all. She says, I don't want any halves right now. Just the quarters are fine. They're smaller. And she says, I've been hearing about the dimes. It's all about the dimes. She says, I'll get the next thing down with the quarters for now. She says, is it possible you can call me up when you get dimes in? I said, yes and no. I says, if we get a lot in, I'll give you a phone call. Not a problem. But I says, normally first come, first serve. I said, that's how we normally do it with when we're out of something. But I said, if we get a lot in, yeah, I would definitely call you. I said, so we can take care of the phone number later. She was very, very happy. She says, should I put some of this money back into stocks? I said, again, I'm not a financial advisor. And she says, how about CDs? I says, well, CDs are okay. I said, but again, it's cash based. I says, if the dollar collapses, are you going to trust the banks to have it back? I says, short term CDs, like 3 months, 6 months. I said, that's probably your best bet right now. I said, again, I'm not the financial advisor, folks. And everybody seems to want to know, wants to get financial advice from me. I just can't give it, folks. I'm not licensed for it. I can, I don't have a lot of stocks. The stocks I own is mining stocks. I've said that before on this channel. I don't own any other stocks. I don't want any of the stocks. I don't want meme coins. I don't want Bitcoin. People, taking meme coins for an instance. It's pretty much a group of people, folks, that get into these meme coins. And it's supposed to be friendly, whatever, community-based. Community-based, my behind. People start dumping money in. And then these big boys see all this money, and then they start taking it away, folks. Little by little, they start taking it away, and eventually one side cleans out. Really cleans out. Then eventually here, there's no more new buyers to fill these buyers up, and guess what? Then it collapses. It's just an online Ponzi scheme. That's what it is. Be careful with your meme coins, folks. I'm dead against them. I'll make that very, very clear. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin useful for some people? It depends when you bought it. It's about timing. The people who bought it 3 years ago did have done very good for it. You look at the chart from the year to date, Bitcoin's not doing so good, folks. So it's all about timing once again. Until people wake up, it's really a Ponzi scheme, then that's what it is. Without talking about a Ponzi scheme no more. Ponzi scheme, there we go. Check out channel sponsor pinbacks.com, folks, for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs. These guys are tremendous what they do. They get back to me very quickly. I ask them questions, they get back to me. Yes, I might have the direct email for Michael. I might have Michael's direct phone number. But I've heard you guys say they get back to you folks very, very quickly. Call them up. Make a relationship, folks. There was a comment this morning in the video. Why should I get a relationship with an online bowling dealer for? Look, it don't matter what online bowling dealer you're buying from. If you're getting a good price, fine. But we all know pinbacks, well, most of us know on this channel, if you've been watching me for a while, I've shown time and time, they have the best prices. Not on everything. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I mean, no, they have the best prices on most of the items they buy. I show that a lot on this channel, even way before I took the sponsorship, folks. The reason why you want to build a relationship is with your coin shop and maybe an online bowling dealer like Pinbacks. You get to know people for one. You might need to sell one this one day. They might be able to offer you a little bit better price because you've been buying from that company, let's say Pinbacks, or your local coin shop, folks, when the time comes to sell, if you need cash quickly. If you need cash. I hope I never have to run into the opportunity where I need cash for my server like I did back last December, excuse me. That was a little heartbreaking for me. But I didn't have cash put away. I bought too much silver at one time, and that's what happened. Heed my warning on this, folks. Have some cash on the sideline. Don't use up all your cash to buy a silver, because if an emergency happens, guess what? Then you're going to have to sell silver or gold. You might even take a loss Luckily, I didn't take a loss on silver I bought. So I'm okay with it for the most part. But it still kind of eats at me today that I had to do it because I didn't take my own opinion, advice, whatever you want to call it. So with that being said, I've learned my lesson. Don't overextend yourselves of trying to get silver and gold at all at one times. There's people that has a lot of questions out there. Ask questions before you get into silver and gold, or even if you are into silver and gold already. There's a new product out there. You're not sure about it. Ask somebody. I see too many products that come into the store, the shop, and people way overpaid. Stuff's real, okay? Could be an antique silver bar, could be a bar with jewels in it, whatever. These different shapes, you know, like the Chad Republic makes all kinds of weird, different ego, pores, players cards, you know, like a deck of cards. It looks like maybe look like an ace of spades, whatever. You know, could be a snake form, could be a heart form. This stuff type of silver has a high premium on it. The coin shops are not going to give a rat's behind of what you paid for it, folks. They're going to pay you for the silver, and that's what they're going to probably pay you for most shops. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Now, when it comes to, at times, where we get in like the kookaburras, 10 ounce, I'll bring one out to you. When we get these, and yeah, we do pay up a little bit for them because we know how we flip them very, very fast. But at the end of the day, most coin shops are going to pay you a little under melt still for these. These move at our shop when we get them in. Just keep that in mind when you're buying that high-end premium stuff. It's okay to have a couple pieces. That's your fun pieces. But don't get caught up into all that hoopla. Oh, this is nice. You might have to give that up, folks, one day. And hopefully you don't have to. But keep that in mind when you're out there buying these high-end silver bars even. You know, generics are fine too. You know, generic is fine too. You know, people say buy the coin them around. I got 90% silver, folks. I got 10 ounce bars, generics. I got one Canadian 10 ounce silver bar. Alright, I got a couple Britannia silver bars. I don't stack a lot of this premium stuff. I just don't. I got it when it was on a major dip, and I'm glad I did get it because of what the price is now. Cost average. I told you guys, I got 8 pounds of butter today for less than $8 for 8 pounds. Okay, I blacked out some of those receipts so we can keep it transparent on this channel. I went to Winn-Dixie today, as you can see. Quality 8, ran the legs better. Regular price was $57.52. Well, it was on sale, buy one get one free. So it comes down to be 7 something per 2. So we looked down on the receipt. So my subtotal was $28.76. I had $21.30 in points to use up. MasterCard charge was $7.46. This is how you cost average your food, folks. Learn where you get your discounts at, folks, when you're shopping for your food stores too. Learn how to buy stuff when it's on sale. Look at the sale flyers. Keep track of your sales. And you'll see a pattern in the behavior of how they cycle their ads through. Now, I know down here, butter goes on twice sale a year here. week week of Easter normally, and the week of Thanksgiving. So now I still have about 6-7 pounds left in the freezer that I had. I just got 8 more pounds. I got enough to Thanksgiving. It's in the freezer, and guess what? It's not going to go bad. Stock up if you got the room to stock up, folks, on food. You know, better don't go bad. You put it in the freezer, it can freeze. It freezes very well. Stock up, stock up, stock up. I cannot say it. When something's on sale, take advantage of your sale prices. Take advantage of sale prices. Learn your local store's flyers. Save them if you need to. I would save 2 months worth. And then start looking when stuff goes back on sale again. Start keeping track of it. Then you will learn how to. Some people might already do it like me. You will learn that, okay, this ain't going to be on sale until this date again, around this time again. I need to get me enough to get me through this time. You guys know I love to drink my Pepsi. On another receipt at when Dixie, they would buy 2, get 2 free. So I got that. Got another jar of mayonnaise, Duke's mayonnaise. The 48-ounce ones. I had a coupon for $2 off from the kiosk that it printed me the coupon at Winn-Dixie. The cheesecake was buy one get one free, so I bought 2 cheesecakes. I had 8 times the point coupon, so it cost like $66. I had like $17 in points already. Used that. Then I rang up my butter separately. I had $21 worth of points and 30 cents. Use coupons, folks. Don't be ashamed to use your coupons out there. You will save. And guess what? The money you save, think about it this way. The money you save can be used towards your next purchase of silver and gold. You folks have any questions for me? Reach out to me. I'm happy to help anybody out there. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring the channel. Again, thank you to the viewer out there. It's not possible without you. Thank you for sharing my videos. Thank you for the thumbs up. If you listen this long and not yet subscribed, why not subscribe? Help me get to that 6,000 subscribers by the end of April. We will catch you in the morning, folks, with the 90% Silver Market Watch. I do believe that will be my 36th video in a row that I'll be doing it. See you tomorrow morning.